Want people to truly listen to you? Want them to not just hear you, but follow you? Here's the truth. Influence isn't luck. It's a skill. And today, you're going to start mastering it. People follow those who make them feel alive. They trust those who really understand them. And they remember the ones who give energy instead of taking it away. But here's the secret most people miss. It's not about being louder, smarter, or more confident. It's about small shifts, things you can start doing in every conversation. From this moment, every conversation could become an opportunity. Every relationship could become a strength. Every person you meet could be drawn to your ideas, your vision, your presence. All it takes is learning to speak differently, act differently, and connect differently. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact shifts that make people want to follow your lead. Without forcing it, without pretending, without gimmicks. Do this right, and the world will respond. Not someday, not maybe. Right now, Chapter 1. Make people feel seen. Listen closely. The fastest path to influence is not brilliance, beauty, or money. It's this. Make people feel seen. Make them feel valued. Make them feel like they exist in a world that constantly ignores them. Most people are walking through life unnoticed, like background characters in their own story. But the moment you notice them, you become unforgettable. People follow those who see them. Your ability to make others feel important is your greatest superpower. And starting today, you will learn how to use it. The problem. Pain points. Most people are not rude. Most people are not selfish. They are simply distracted and lonely. They are scrolling, running from one responsibility to the next, trapped in their thoughts and insecurities. They talk without listening. They look without noticing. They interact without caring. People feel invisible, at work, in relationships, even at home. You've felt that before, haven't you? A moment where your presence didn't matter, where your words were unheard, where someone looked through you, not at you. That universal pain creates a deep need to be noticed, to be valued, to feel like they matter. And anyone who meets that need earns trust, influence, and loyalty. Analysis. Commentary. Humans are wired for recognition. Attention is the oxygen of human connection. When someone remembers your name, listens to your story, and celebrates your wins, they give you emotional oxygen. And suddenly, you breathe deeper. You feel alive again. Mini story. The barista. You walk into a coffee shop, tired and on autopilot, and the barista smiles and says, "Good morning, Sam." The usual. Instantly, you feel seen, recognized, included, important. You didn't gain wealth, you gained validation. That tiny moment creates a bond stronger than caffeine. They noticed you, and now you remember them, like them, and return to them. Transformation, action steps. If you want influence, start making people feel seen, intentionally. Eye contact, the proof of presence. Look into their eyes when they speak. Say with your presence, "You matter right now." Use names like their gold names, activate emotional connection. Say their name. Say it often. Ask questions that go deeper. Not, "How are you?" but, "What's something good that happened today? What are you excited about right now?" Show you care about their world. Stop waiting to speak. Most people listen only to reply. You will listen to understand. Listen twice. Speak once. Notice and appreciate. Catch people doing things right. Praise effort. Recognize progress. Say, "I saw how much work you put into that." Specific appreciation creates loyalty. Say this with me. I see people. I hear people. I value people. Again, I see people. I hear people. I value people. One more time. I see people. I hear people. I value people. This is who you are becoming. In a world full of noise, you will be the person who notices. You will be the person who listens. You will be the person who makes others feel human again. because you make people feel seen. That is influence. That is leadership. That is power. But seeing others is only the first step. To attract people, you must become the source of energy in every room. You mastered connection. Now, let's unlock magnetism. Chapter 2. Give energy. Don't drain it. Every room has two types of people, the ones who lift the energy up and the ones who suck the energy out. You know exactly who I'm talking about. The moment they walk in, the atmosphere changes, and everyone feels it. The truth is simple. People are drawn to those who give energy. People run from those who drain it. If you want to influence others, if you want to attract opportunities, if you want people to follow you, you must become the person who brings optimism, hope, and momentum into every conversation. Not more negativity, not more complaints, not more drama. Starting today, you become the source of energy people crave. Let's face a hard truth. Most people are drained, tired, overwhelmed, running on low emotional battery every single day. Work pressures, family stress, social media comparison, constant fear of judgment. So when someone shows up with more negativity, more complaining, more criticism, it becomes unbearable. No one wants to be around someone who constantly talks about why life is terrible. No one admires the person who makes every moment heavier. And yet, we often do this without realizing. We complain more than we celebrate. We point out problems more than possibilities. We highlight negativity more than gratitude. This drains others. It pushes people away. And the saddest part? People won't always tell you why they avoid you. They will just slowly disappear. Humans are emotional mirrors. We reflect the energy we receive. Psychologists call this emotional contagion. Moods spread faster than words. Anxiety spreads. Negativity spreads. Cynicism spreads. But so does enthusiasm. So does joy. So does confidence. When you smile, others smile. When you speak with passion, others feel alive. When you show hope, others borrow it. Influence is not about talking louder. Influence is about making people feel lighter. Memorize this. Your energy is your brand. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. And people crave the ones who make them feel better about life, better about the future, and better about themselves. Mini story: The Magnetic Friend. Think of someone in your life who always brings good energy. Maybe they're funny, supportive, optimistic, or just calm and grounding to be around. You look forward to seeing them. Just a few minutes with them shifts your entire mood. Why? Because they give energy. They don't drain it. Now think of the opposite. The one who always has drama. The one who only calls when something is wrong. The one who always finds the negative angle. How often do you rush to respond to them? You don't. Because your brain protects emotional energy just like physical energy. People follow the uplifting. They avoid the exhausting. That's influence psychology in its purest form. If you want to attract opportunities and build powerful connections, change what you bring into the room. Here's your exact formula. 1. Eliminate complaining. Before you speak, ask, is this helpful? Or am I dumping negativity on others? If it doesn't help, don't say it. No more sarcasm as a personality. Sarcasm often disguises insecurity or bitterness. Replace it with sincerity and encouragement. 3. Shift from problems to solutions. Anyone can point out what's wrong. Leaders point toward what's possible, say, here's how we can fix it, not, this always goes wrong. 4. Celebrate wins, yours and theirs. When someone shares good news, amplify it. Your reaction should feel like applause. This builds loyalty instantly. 5. Own your presence. Walk into a room with intention. Smile. Shoulders up. Speak with calm confidence. Your presence alone can lift others. 6. Be the light in dark moments. When someone is stressed or struggling, you become their emotional recharge. Say, I'm with you. We'll figure this out. Hope is the most valuable energy you can give. Repetition anchor. Say this with me, slowly and with conviction. People feel better after talking to me. Again, people feel better after talking to me. One more time. People feel better after talking to me. That is the identity you are building. Every single day. Your energy is your power. If you give positive energy, people will always want to be near you. If you drain energy, people will distance themselves without explanation. From today forward, you enter every room as a giver, not a taker. And people will follow you because you make life feel lighter, because you make them feel stronger. You are becoming magnetic. And now that you can give energy, you're ready to master the next level, recognition and respect. Because influence isn't just being liked, it's being trusted. Chapter 3. Think before you speak. The smart pause. Words are power. But the world is full of people who throw their words like stones, without aiming, without calm, without thought. You are not going to be one of them. Today's chapter is about one of the most underestimated habits of powerful people, the smart pause, the art of thinking before you speak, the discipline of giving your words weight by delaying them. Because the truth is simple, you are judged more by what you say than what you deeply are. And the people who master the pause become magnetic, respected, unshakable. Let's go deep. Section 1. Why most people speak too fast. Most people talk to fill silence. They talk to avoid discomfort. They talk because they fear that if they don't respond instantly, they'll appear slow, unsure, or unintelligent. But the opposite is true. Fast talkers often look insecure, confused, and uncontrolled. Think about it. When someone answers immediately without thinking, what do we assume? They're reacting, not reasoning. When someone rambles, they're not clear, even to themselves. When someone gives over-explanations, long justifications, too many words, they're trying to compensate for something. Impulsive talking leads to misunderstandings, regret, weak impressions, emotional explosions, and arguments that didn't even need to happen. Most importantly, impulsive speech exposes your weakness before your strength, but you're here to sound intentional, and that begins with a pause. Section 2. The 2-second pause, the rule of smart people. The 2-second pause rule. Before you speak, inhale gently, hold the thought, give yourself 2 seconds, then respond. 2 seconds is short enough to sound natural, but long enough to transform how others perceive you. When you pause, your words sound deliberate, your emotions settle, your tone becomes calmer, your presence becomes stronger, your intelligence becomes obvious. Powerful communicators don't rush, they choose their words. CEOs pause, judges pause, negotiators pause, public speakers pause, leaders pause, and people who don't pause, they say, "I didn't mean it like that. Sorry, that came out wrong. Let me explain." The pause eliminates that from your life. Section 3. Psychological power. Why pausing makes you look smarter. 1. Pausing signals confidence. Only insecure people rush. 2. Pausing improves clarity. Your brain organizes thoughts in that tiny break. 3. Pausing builds authority. Calm speakers command rooms. 4. Pausing earns respect. Silence makes others feel your presence. 5. Pausing prevents emotional reactions. It dissolves anger and defensiveness. 6. Pausing increases perceived intelligence. You sound thoughtful. 7. Pausing makes others reveal more. Silence invites information. If you want to be taken seriously, master the pause. Section 4. Real-life scenarios. How the smart pause changes everything. Scenario 1. Someone criticizes you before emotional reaction. After, calm response or strategic question. Scenario 2. Someone asks a difficult question before panic and rush. After, controlled, confident clarity. Scenario 3. Argument. Before, emotional chaos. After, strategic thinking. Scenario 4, meeting. Before, competing to speak. After, fewer words, more impact. Scenario 5, social conversation. Before, oversharing. After, controlled charm. When you pause, you lead the moment. When you rush, the moment controls you. Section 5, what you must stop doing. Immediately. Stop interrupting. Stop rushing your answers. Stop filling silence. Stop speaking without understanding. Stop over-explaining. Stop talking from nervousness. Removing these habits instantly changes your communication power. Section 6. What you must start doing from today. 1. Use the 2-second pause in every conversation. 2. Breathe before you speak. 3. Say less, but mean more. 4. Never interrupt. Let others finish. 5. Repeat this mantra. Pause to think. Pause to lead. Pause to win. Section 7. The transformation. How people will see you now. Use this skill consistently and you will notice. People take your words seriously. Arguments reduce, you appear wiser, calmer, more confident. Social presence becomes stronger. Misunderstandings disappear. Emotional control increases. The smart pause is not just a speaking technique. It is a life advantage. Your words are your identity. Your pauses are your power. Your control is your strength. When you pause, you are not weak. You are intentional. You rise above noise. You communicate with leadership, not fear. You have mastered one of the strongest tools of influence. Now it's time to sharpen your next tool. Chapter 5. Influence by example, not argument. You cannot force respect. You cannot demand compliance. Trying to prove you're right only makes people dig their heels in and resist. Real influence is not built in debates, it's built in behavior. People watch what you do far more than what you say. They copy what they admire, not what they are forced into. If you want to be followed, listened to, and respected, you must lead through action, not argument. Starting today, you will discover the art of influence without confrontation. Most people misunderstand influence. They think it's about winning arguments, proving intelligence, or showing superiority. The reality is brutal. The more you argue, the more walls people build. The more you try to convince, the less receptive they become. The more you demand compliance, the more they resist. Even your closest friends, colleagues, or team members will push back when they feel forced. Influence is not about overpowering others. It is about earning their trust and admiration. And yet, so many leaders waste their energy on verbal battles instead of modeling behavior. Human beings are wired to imitate success. From childhood, we copy what we respect. Think about the people you admire most. Did they convince you with words, or did they inspire you by what they did, day after day? Leaders understand this. Action speaks louder than words. Every time you demonstrate patience, integrity, or excellence, you are planting seeds of influence. Arguments may win a point, but examples win hearts, loyalty, and long-term trust. Remember this mantra: I lead with behavior, not battles. Repeat it mentally until it becomes your identity. Influence through example is subtle but unstoppable. People internalize it, mirror it, and eventually follow it naturally. Imagine a manager who never yells but always meets deadlines, treats everyone respectfully, and takes responsibility for mistakes. People will naturally emulate that behavior. Contrast this with a manager who constantly argues, criticizes, or lectures. Employees may comply outwardly, but their motivation will die quietly. Behavior creates culture, and culture creates influence. Words without example are empty. Actions without alignment with values are hollow. True influence lives where behavior and values intersect. Here's how to start leading through example immediately. 1. Model what you expect. If you want respect, show respect. If you want honesty, be transparent. If you want commitment, work diligently. Your actions must mirror your expectations, and otherwise your influence collapses. 2. Pause before correcting others. Instead of arguing, ask questions or demonstrate the solution. Show them how it's done. Let the results speak. People are far more receptive to demonstrated excellence than verbal instruction. 3. Be consistent. Influence is built over time. Consistency beats charisma every time. Repeat your behavior in small daily actions. It compounds into authority and trust. 4. Celebrate actions, not words. Acknowledge those who follow the behavior you value. Praise people for demonstrating what you want to see. Recognition reinforces imitation. 5. Silence your ego in arguments. Resist the need to be right. Resist the need to prove superiority. Focus instead on showing the path through your own actions. Say it with conviction. I lead with behavior, not battles. Again, I lead with behavior, not battles. One more time. I lead with behavior, not battles. This is the identity you are adopting, a person of quiet authority, a person others naturally follow. Trying to argue, debate, or prove yourself only creates resistance. Leading through example earns respect, loyalty, and influence effortlessly. Your words matter, but your actions matter far more. Your influence will grow silently and powerfully as you consistently model the behavior you wish to see. You have mastered the art of influence without argument. Now it's time to learn how to make agreement a habit and multiply your connection with others. Chapter 6. Make agreement a habit. Do you feel exhausted by constant debates and arguments? You don't have to fight every point. The most effective leaders don't win arguments. They create alignment. Influence grows when you start with small agreements, not endless disagreements. Trust multiplies when people feel you are on their side. Today, you will learn the art of making agreement a habit, building connection, and winning influence effortlessly. Most people approach conversation like a battlefield. Every point must be defended. Every opinion must be proven right. Every idea must win. But here's the hard truth. Fighting every point destroys trust. Constant disagreement creates resistance. People stop listening to you even when you are right. Disagreements feel personal even when they are not. And the result? People withdraw, walls go up, and influence shrinks. Trying to win every conversation pushes others away, silently, slowly, and permanently. Human psychology is simple. People follow those who make them feel understood, respected, and supported. Small agreements, even tiny shared truths, create massive trust. Agreeing first signals empathy, patience, and intelligence. It disarms tension. It opens the door for influence later. Leaders understand that real power comes not from proving others wrong, but from showing that you are on the same side. That phrase is your anchor. We are on the same side. Repeat it mentally. Let it become your guiding principle. Every time you use it, explicitly or implicitly, trust grows. Walls fall. Conversations become collaborations. Influence becomes effortless. Think of a negotiation where you immediately challenged everything. Did it go well? Probably not. Now, think of a time when someone started by affirming your perspective. I see what you mean. I agree that's important. Suddenly, your defenses lowered. You listened. You considered their ideas. Agreement first doesn't mean weakness. It means strategy. Leaders use this consistently, finding shared truth first, disagreement later if necessary. Influence flows naturally when people feel aligned with you, not opposed. Here's how to make agreement a habit immediately. 1. Seek the shared truth. First, before expressing your view, ask, what do we agree on? Find even a tiny common point. Lead with that. 2. Use the agreement phrase. Say it explicitly. We are on the same side. or signal it through tone, body language, and words. This signals collaboration, not conflict. 3. Defer unnecessary debate. Not every disagreement needs confrontation. Ask, can we circle back to that later? Focus on alignment first, persuasion second. 4. Acknowledge others' perspective. Reflect their words back. So you're saying X, I hear that. Validation precedes influence. 5. Lead with questions, not challenges. Instead of, are you wrong? Ask, what makes you see it that way? This encourages dialogue, not resistance. Say it aloud with conviction. We are on the same side. Again, we are on the same side. One more time, we are on the same side. This becomes your identity, a person others trust and follow. Making agreement a habit changes the game. Small alignments build massive trust. Influence is no longer a battle. It becomes a collaboration. People open, walls fall, and leadership grows silently, powerfully, naturally. Once you master agreement, you are ready for the next step. Chapter 7. Confidence makes your voice stick. Listen carefully. People don't just hear words, they feel them. And the people who make others listen? They speak with certainty. They speak with calm conviction. Hesitation kills influence. Uncertainty destroys authority. But when you speak with confidence, your words linger, your presence anchors, and your influence multiplies. Today, you will learn how to make your voice stick, how to speak in a way that commands attention, respect, and action. Most people underestimate the power of confident speech. They fill sentences with maybe, or I think. They over-explain, over-apologize, and over-qualify themselves. They allow fear to shrink their voice. The result? People ignore them, dismiss them, or remember someone else instead. Influence does not follow hesitation. It does not respond to uncertainty. Even brilliant ideas fail if they are delivered with doubt. Your words must carry weight, or they evaporate into noise. Hesitation is invisible, but it is fatal to influence. Confidence is a magnet. Humans follow certainty because it signals competence, clarity, and stability. Consider leaders you admire. Did they convince you with shaky words or decisive statements? Did they inspire action with doubt or with calm assurance? Influence rises when you remove hesitation. Your tone, rhythm, and volume all communicate your internal belief. When you combine calmness with conviction, people not only hear you, they trust you. That is why repetition is crucial. My voice leads, my confidence convinces. Say it until it becomes your identity. Every time you speak, your voice becomes the instrument of influence. Picture two speakers at a meeting. Speaker A says, I think maybe this could work, but I'm not sure. Speaker B says, this will work, and here's why. Notice the difference? People naturally follow the second speaker. Why? Not because the idea is better, sometimes it isn't, but because confidence is infectious. Confidence communicates certainty, competence, and credibility. The more confident your words, the more they stick. Your voice becomes a tool of persuasion, a channel of trust, a signal of leadership. Here's how to make your voice stick and speak with confidence immediately. 1. Eliminate fillers. Track your maybe, and I guess. Pause instead of filling silence. Silence communicates control. 2. Slow down. Fast speech signals nervousness. Slow speech communicates thoughtfulness. Your audience absorbs every word more effectively. 3. Anchor with body language. Stand tall, shoulders back, head high. Gestures should match your words. Confidence is felt, not just spoken. 4. Use declarative statements. Replace, I think we could, with, we will, or this is the solution. Authority sticks when your words are definitive. 5. Practice repetition. Internalize, my voice leads, my confidence convinces. Repeat it before meetings, conversations, or presentations. Your voice is your identity. Repetition hardwires confidence. 6. Prepare, don't memorize. Know your points. Understand the context. Confidence grows from mastery, not scripts. When you understand deeply, hesitation disappears naturally. Say it aloud. My voice leads. My confidence convinces. Again, my voice leads. My confidence convinces. One more time. My voice leads. My confidence convinces. Let it shape how you speak, think, and act in every situation. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is clarity. Confidence is calm conviction. People follow those who speak with certainty. Influence rises when hesitation disappears. Your words will now stick. Your presence will be remembered. Once you master confident speech. Chapter 8. Leave people better than you found them. Influence is not about titles, money, or recognition. The greatest influencers transform emotions, even in small moments. Every interaction is a chance to leave someone stronger, wiser, or braver. When people walk away feeling better because of you, they return, loyal, inspired, and ready to follow. Today, you will learn how to make every conversation, every meeting, every connection a source of strength for others. I am a giver of strength. I make people rise. Most people interact without thought. Conversations are transactional, moments are wasted, and opportunities to influence are lost. People feel drained, unheard, or dismissed. The result? They avoid you, forget you, or worse, they silently resent you. Influence is not a skill reserved for a few. It is a choice you make every time you engage. If you fail to lift others, even your words of advice fall flat. You cannot inspire if you leave people feeling smaller, weaker, or less confident than before. Humans are emotional beings. People remember how you made them feel more than what you said. Emotional resonance is the currency of influence. Leaders understand this instinctively. Their goal is to elevate, not dominate. When you consistently give strength, encouragement, or clarity, people associate you with growth, positivity, and opportunity. You become a magnet. Small gestures, a sincere compliment, a thoughtful question, a listening ear. Compound over time. Your presence alone begins to uplift others. That is why repetition matters. I am a giver of strength. I make people rise. Speak it, believe it, and live it in every interaction. Imagine walking into a room and being met by someone who genuinely asks, "How are you feeling today?" They listen, validate, and offer encouragement. You leave feeling energized, understood, and capable. That person's influence sticks not because of grand gestures, but because they left you better than you were before the conversation began. Now imagine the opposite, someone dismissive, impatient, or critical. You remember that negativity far longer than anything else. Influence is built when you choose to uplift, even in small moments. Here's how to leave people better than you found them. 1. Listen first, speak second. Prioritize understanding before offering solutions. When people feel heard, their defenses drop and your guidance lands deeper. 2. Give sincere praise. Notice effort, courage, or progress, not just results. A genuine compliment amplifies confidence and trust. 3. Offer practical support. Small actions create big impact. A helpful tip, a reference, or a gesture of assistance can transform someone's day. 4. Ask questions that inspire reflection. What's your next step? How can I help you succeed? What did you learn from this? Questions show care and elevate thinking. 5. Anchor. Your identity, internalize this mantra. I am a giver of strength. I make people rise. Repeat it daily to guide your behavior and interactions. 6. Reflect and improve. After every interaction, ask yourself, did I leave this person stronger, smarter, encouraged? Adjust and refine to consistently improve your influence. Say it aloud. I am a giver of strength. I make people rise. Again, I am a giver of strength. I make people rise. One more time. I am a giver of strength. I make people rise. Let this become your identity. Your words, actions, and presence now leave people empowered. Influence is emotional. Every encounter is a chance to elevate or diminish. By leaving people better than you found them, you create loyalty, trust, and lasting impact. Influence becomes effortless when your presence consistently uplifts. Once you master this, you are ready to give energy, not drain it, because even the strongest people respond to the emotional charge you carry.